Happy Halloween, everybody. And what better way to celebrate Halloween than for me to bring you guys my review of the Addams Family 2019 animated movie. Uh, So, so guys, let me just get something out of the way. First and foremost, this movie is not as awful as people are saying that it is. Now, is it something that deserves an Oscar? No. It, is it what Black Nerd Comedy said in its trailer review of it? Is it the new Nightmare Before Christmas? No. But I truly do believe that the Addams Family 2019 does have the potential to at least become the newest Halloween guilty pleasure. So the movie starts on Gomez and Morticia's wedding day 13 years ago in the old country, and basically it starts with Morticia putting on her makeup and saying, "Oh, now don't I look wonderful?" And basically, guys, right as Gomez and Tish are about to have their first kiss as man and wife, the villagers from the old country, as Gomez puts it throughout the rest of the movie, interrupt the ceremony by running Morticia, Gomez, and the entire Addams Family clan out of the old country with torches and pitchforks. So Gomez's and Morticia's dream is to basically be able to find a neighborhood where they're what where basically that they won't get forced out by the people, and then it jumps to Gomez and Morticia accidentally running Lurch over, and Lurch has just escaped from the local mental hospital, and he says, and Morticia says, "Oh my, are you okay?" And then Lurch just breaks out of his straitjacket, almost like almost like the monster that he is, and Gomez being the and Gomez just says, "That thank you, old boy," and that's how Lurch ultimately becomes the Addams family's butler, and then it jumps to present day 13 years later, where Dish and Gomez have found this very old, almost kind of like an old house that has a spirit in it that says multiple times throughout the entirety of the movie, "Get out." And then Gomez and Morticia both say, "It's horrible, it's revolting, it's home." And then and then Uncle Fester moves in, and then eventually, of course, we ship to Wednesday and Pugsley being born, and and that's where the first of the quote unquote problems come into the movie, and that is yes, the Addams Family does have too many story plots going on at the same time, but the actual main danger to the Addams for 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 this movie is this this lady named Margot is basically this kind of like a extreme makeover home edition person, except instead of just redesigning and redecorating one house at a time, Margot Nittler as seemingly bought and redesigned the entire neighborhood in New Jersey that the Addams happened to be living in, and whole and her whole entire drive is that the season finale of her of her show is airing in a few weeks, and she wants to do everything that she can to basically once again drive the Addams out of New Jersey so that so that she can basically bulldoze that whole entire house and basically own the entire neighborhood, which she kind of does already. And then so we go to sort of like the next and other main plot of the movie is that Pugsley has to, in the same amount of time that Margot's finale is going to air, the entire Addams Family extended clan is going to watch Pugsley perform the ancient Addams Family tradition of the Morbisca, which is basically this sword version of a bar mitzvah, which is basically going to demonstrate that Pugsley has transitioned from a boy to a man. However, Pugsley's whole problem is obviously he's more fascinated with bombs and basically destroying things than he is with the whole aspect of mastering the Addams tradition of the sword saber, and that's Gomez's and Uncle Fester's like main driving point is to get Pugsley to try and master the Morbisca, so Pugsley isn't an embarrassment to all 300 generations of the Addams that have come before him, and what and as far as one stage role in the movie, this to me is the most boring aspect of the movie. Wednesday is basically sick and tired of just basically being stuck in the family's mansion, and all she wants to do is for life to stop being so dull and boring, and she wants to attend public school instead of age school, and actually Wednesday ends up becoming friends with Margot's daughter Parker, and Morticia is absolutely against the idea of Wednesday going to your average everyday school, and just as Margot is absolutely horrified of Parker becoming friends with any of the Addams family members, and but 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 Wednesday ultimately makes the decision to basically not only attend to attend the local middle school, but she ultimately decides to leave the family and to basically go stay with Parker, because because Wednesday basically fed up with how dull and boring and how restrictive Morticia is on her, and that's kind of the message of the entire movie. That's kind of the same message we've heard time and time again, and the same is said for Pugsley, that both Tish and Gomez aren't letting the kids be who they want to be, and it even gets to the point where Tish is mortified that Wednesday is actually wearing this unicorn hair clip that Parker gave her, but that's what again makes Wednesday come to the decision to stay at Parker's, and there's also a very funny scene where Wednesday basically says to the popular cheerleader of the school, Brittany, that hey, school's a prison and I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. And then Wednesday basically makes all the frogs in science class basically come to life, and then that basically teaches Brittany a lesson not to mess with Wednesday or Parker ever again. And then and then sort of the whole and then sort of the realization comes in that after after Margot discovers that Wednesday had basically been in the house and in Margot's crafting room, which is basically her secret lab, where she sort of put cameras in every single house in the neighborhood, and also where she's connected everybody's phone to her media channels, and it's actually Margot that basically makes everybody turn on the Addams family, because Margot is so desperate to be able to do her season finale of their show right, that she basically sends messages to the entire town's cell phone that the Addams are monsters and demons, and we've got to do something to get them out of here permanently. And that's one other thing I'll say about the movie, guys. Yes, it is still the Addams family. You're gonna get that those creepy things like in an earlier scene in the movie, once they shoot Uncle Fester with the with this bow and arrow after Pugsley uh, uh, basically gives up and tells Gomez that he'll never be able to get good enough with his sword in time for the Morbisca. And Pugsley is basically resigns himself to the fact that because he can't perform the traditional sword fight that the Morbisca requires, that not only will he not become a man, that he will also become the outcast as the first Addams in 300 generations to not be able to complete the Morbisca ritual. And then I gotta give my props to Lurch, because the only thing that Lurch and Thing doing this movie, but besides Lurch entering the door and saying, "You rang," is Thing basically teaches Lurch how 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 to play the family's organ. And basically, guys, not only is it like one majorly talented pianist, but 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 he does sing this very beautiful and almost like art-tugging version of Everybody Hurts, and it's to signify that Morticia and Gomez are kind of letting Gomez and Pugsley, I mean Wednesday and Pugsley slip away from their parents because they're not letting them be who they want. And anyway, well, like I said, Parker and Wednesday ultimately find out that Margot's been got cameras in every single house in the neighborhood, and then right as the season finale of Margot's show, it's literally an hour away from happening, and after the and after the rest of the extended Addams arrive, including Grandma, who weirdly enough, Tish can't stand Granny in this version, and Granny's originally there to tell Pugsley try and get better at his Morbisca training, but basically, guys, I find Granny kind of dull and boring. It 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 it's really Uncle Fester that tries to be Pugsley's comfort when it comes to his sword training, and says, hey, look, a morbid scar should last only up to 4 hours, and if it lasts more than that, call a doctor. And basically, guys, it's Parker of all people that basically shows the the uh, the uh, the the re, the members of the neighborhood that it's actually Margot that's been sort of framing the Addams, and and basically it 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 does. But before this happens, Gomez finally does step ugly. My son, you didn't let me down. I let you down because I wasn't there for you in the way that I needed to be. So come on. For 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 never mind the more basic and let's show everybody the more basic training that you're really good at. And Pugsley, ironically, with Wednesday being the one that kind of starts the Addams fight against Margot and the rest of the angry mob. Eventually, Margot, like I said, is undone by Parker, who has been who recorded everything that Margot said, to basically frame the Addams into being these monsters and demons from hell, even though the words demons and hell are, are not mentioned in the movie at all. It's I just find it funny how for once social media what was actually the key the key to stopping to stopping Margot and finally letting the world see that yes, the Addams family may be creepy and kooky, but at the end of the day, after so many years of being forced from place to place by angry mobs, the people of New Jersey finally see that all Morticia and Gomez want is a place to truly call home, and to be able to and to be able to truly have the rest of the Addams family, but basically be able to come together without having to worry about being thrown out. So actually the resolution of the movie is that Fester and Margot basically become sort of like boyfriend and girlfriend, and Margot actually ends up selling the 50 houses to all the members of the Addams family. So yes, Gomez finally gets what he wants. The entire Addams family in one neighborhood where at last they are finally accepted and do not have to worry about ever being forced forced out forced out of New Jersey li- like they were in the old country on their wedding day. And and yeah, guys, that's basically the Addams Family in a nutshell. And there is one funny thing with thing. He's basically looking at this porn, pornish website where because thing is obviously and he he's been looking up this website that all it shows is feet, and then because there's so much chaos going on because of the Morbisca and Margot's angry mob, the thing is basically forced to to close his laptop and to basically just say, "Whew, that was close." But yeah, guys, and then truly the coolest scene of the movie is saved for last, because that the movie actually does the Addams Family's theme song, but with Large, Gomez, Pugsley, Wednesday, Morticia, and Fester done with the new animation style that they have. And yeah, guys, that's the Addams Family in a nutshell. Now, yes, I do agree with Andre from Black Nerd Comedy that perhaps Addams Family 2019 does in fact have way too many plots going on. And truly, guys, the 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 part of the movie that I found least interesting is it is Wednesday basically wanting to go to normal school and become friends with Parker. I would have much rather had the entirety of the movie concentrate on Pugsley's lack of skill with the sword saber and his and Gomez's stress about being able to pull out the Morbisca ceremony the correct way and not be embarrassed by your entire family. And I'll be and honestly, guys, I have found that Wednesday, honestly, was kind of like the most boring part of the movie, even though ironically she had the more touching moments between between her and Morticia, with Tish basically thinking, oh man, I'm losing my little storm cloud. But honestly, guys, I truly did enjoy the Addams Family 2019, and for every single person that that basically gave the movie flack, I have some horrible news for you guys. It has been confirmed that we have not seen the last of this reincarnated version of the Addams. They will be back October 22nd, 2021. That's right, guys. Regardless of what critics and even some of the general public have thought about this movie, it was announced on the 15th of October that because of the amount of success that it had opening weekend, that a sequel is in fact coming, and 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 for me it's actually a good thing, because I'll be honest, the end of the movie with the Fester and Margot basically selling the houses that are left in the neighborhood to to the rest of the Addams family, does kind of leave the door open a little bit. But I truly never thought that the sequel to this would be possible. But sure enough, Lurch, they will be back October 22nd of 2021. Hopefully still with the entire extended Addams family clan still in tow and truly living in peace with the good people of New Jersey. So yeah, guys. Again, I would personally give the Addams family uh, 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 a 7 out of 10, and or basically how about a C minus, just because I do agree with the majority of people's opinion that there was way too many things going on, but hopefully in 2021, the um there won't be as many cooks in the kitchen in terms of plots going on. And yeah, guys, I can't believe I'm saying this, because I actually uh, was never that big into the Addams family, but I think the main reason why a large group of people are giving this movie so much grief is because they're forgetting one thing. It's a movie about the Addams family, guys, which means you have to remember what you're getting yourself into. Excuse me, because there only is so much that you can do with the Addams family, and yes, all, all of the creepy and weird stuff is in the movie, but at the end of the day, again, all Gomez and Morticia want is to finally be treated like your average family, and not be treated like they're the creepy and kooky outcasts of the neighborhood. That they just want their family to 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 be like anybody else's, even if their family does have a, an insane man that, again, is very good on the piano as a butler, and even if they have Snoop Dogg, which Snoop provides the uh, gibberish for cousinage. Um, regardless, the Addams are a family, just like anybody else. And again, for everybody that gives this movie grief, you have to remember what you're getting. It's the Addams family, for crying out loud. There is only so many directions you can go in. So, 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 so until 2021, um, th- thank you, Gomez. More, Morticia, my love. You, you, you were as revolting but beautiful, and hopefully Gomez, it, the next time I see both of you, won't be kissing too many fish. One day you can probably just go on ahead and move out, but I hope you and Parker do stay friends. Pugsley, you're still the best explosion specialist, probably uh in 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 uh in in 300 generations of your family. Fester, I hope you and Margot are very happy together, and I'd love to see more of your bats. And Lurch, my friend, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what musical stylings you have for us the the next time you come out to play. So again, guys, give the Addams family a chance, because yes, it's not the new Nightmare Before Christmas, but I truly believe if 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 people give this a chance when it is released in on DVD in February of 2020, I think um I I I I I think I have just discovered a new Halloween guilty pleasure that I hope more people in the world will come to enjoy. So again, happy Halloween, everybody, and and remember, and remember to always be creepy and kooky. Lurch, how about giving us one more song?